These vermin! Get down! Go!
The Sultan does not tolerate thieves in Agrabah. And more importantly, neither do I. Our city has become overrun. You vermin, nothing more than street rats. Now, as you should be.
So are you as bold as they say?
Oh, no, just, late for work at the, bakery. Look at the time. Gotta get that yeast rising, you know?
You're not a baker.
Well, the truth about that is
Well,
I'm
you're
actually...
a terrible liar. Relax, I'm not here to report you. I'm here to hire you, Aladdin.
Well, I'm at a disadvantage. Who are you? You're the Princess Jasmine.
When Once Upon a Time gets its casting correct, oh boy, do they get their casting correct. Amy Manson and Georgina Hegg are perfect examples of that, of being Merida and Elsa, but right now I am feeling the live-action Aladdin, and I really think that Disney should really consider pulling Karen David, Odette Fair, and Denzel Denzi off of the small screen and onto the big screen for the upcoming live-action Aladdin film. These guys are just emulating the characters, and I absolutely love it. Karen David, Denzi, and Odette are just so perfect as their respective characters, and I really hope that you guys feel the same way as I do. So, not too much went down in the sneak peek in terms of mystery or story content, because we kind of saw this from the trailer where essentially Jasmine is going to hire Aladdin for a mystery. Most likely that mystery is involving the Cave of Wonders. We don't really know what that, Jasmine is hiring Aladdin for a mission, not a mystery. Again, we don't know what that is. Again, as I said, it's involving the Cave of Wonders. Sorry for the self-repetition. But we'll figure out whatever she needs him for very, very soon on Sunday. But other than that, nothing too crucial went on. But that was okay because the sneak peek just really essentially allowed us to see Karen David in her Jasmine costume and see Denzel Denzi acting as, Aladdin, who's not been affected by the savior illness. And it's working. He's so convincing here. Now, what I have, or what I think is really interesting with Once Upon a Time is with Brave, they expanded the story of Brave after the movie had ended. With Frozen, they expanded, the mythology of Frozen after Frozen ended. But with Aladdin, it appears that they're essentially rebooting it. And, they kind of did that with Little Mermaid. They definitely did that with Beauty and the Beast. But I think it's really interesting here because so many things are pivotal. Jasmine's a princess still. When they when they brought Ariel onto the show, Ariel is not a princess of King Triton, or Ariel's not a princess in general. King Triton wasn't even on the show, and it was Poseidon, and Poseidon was Ursula's father. With this, Jasmine is the daughter of a sultan. Jafar is still has some type of power. We don't know what it is. Actually, I have something to say about Jafar's power in a second. And Aladdin is a street rat. So, they changed up how they met, and they're probably going to change up a few more things. And I'm really curious to see the Once Upon a Time approach that. But I have to say, I think I would like if they did a continuation of the Aladdin story, because King of Thieves wrapped up Aladdin in 1997, and I would kind of like to see what happened after their happily ever after. But if Once Upon a Time wants to, bring their own twist to it completely from the beginning, that's fine. Now I have two things to really get into here. First off, the visuals of the sneak peek are amazing. I really felt that we were going to Agrabah, and I loved it. I thought just the visuals were so stunning. All the transitions, fantastic. So Once Upon a Time really doesn't always get me with the cinematography, but in the sneak peek review for I think number 2 of the first episode for season 6, that cinematography blew my mind, and again, blew my mind here as well. So they really have that going for them. That's very, very much a positive. Now, another thing that went on here, this is more so a joke, is Jafar said the title of the episode, which I thought was kind of funny. I like actually when shows are very I like when shows are very self-referential like that, and they mention the episode title. I think that's really funny. And, he actually turned people into rats. He kind of threatened Aladdin. Aladdin had to get away from him. Now, as I said, Once Upon a Time is twisting the origins because Jafar doesn't actually meet Aladdin until I think halfway through the film. As Jafar disguises himself, but Aladdin doesn't get to meet Jafar until halfway through the film or know who he is. In the Aladdin movie, Jafar is disguised as the merchant and leads Aladdin to the Cave of Wonders, but Aladdin has no clue who Jafar is. I guess not so much halfway through. He meets Jafar after the end of Prince Ali. But anyway, he meets Aladdin in the marketplace here, so that's kind of interesting. And then Jafar transforms those guys into rats. And what I'm curious about is, where did Jafar get his powers from? I'm wondering if the writers Once Upon a Time either have a backstory for that, or if they just forgot that Jafar isn't inherently a wizard. He's more so an alchemist. Remember, he had to get a wish from the genie, his second wish, to be the most powerful sorcerer in the world in the Aladdin film in order to become said sorcerer. So I'm really curious if, in this show, if he's born with magic, kind of like Regina and Zelina. Actually, I guess technically Regina isn't born with magic. She just had an instinction for it, but Zelina was born with it, so was Elsa, kind of was Ingrid, I think. So I'm really curious if we're going to dive deep into Jafar's backstory, if that's just something the writers or the showrunners don't even care about. So that was really it. I thought visually it was stunning. I'm really curious to see this mission that Jasmine and Aladdin are going to be going on. I really think that we have a perfect Aladdin and Jasmine here with Denzel Denzi and Karen David, and I really think that Oded Fair is owning the role of Jafar. And also, I know I said visually, with the beginning of it, all the screenshots and whatnot were fantastic, but I even liked with Jafar's magic. I thought that was done very well. So anyway, share your thoughts about the sneak peek in the comments below. I really feel that we have our live-action Aladdin for that movie, and I'm really curious what you guys have to say. What do you think is going to be going on with Aladdin and Jasmine? What do you think they're going to find in the Cave of Wonders? And what do you think is going to be going on with maybe Jafar and Jasmine? They have a very interesting relationship in the movie, and I'm really curious to see that relationship play out on Once Upon a Time. All right, guys, thanks for watching my review. Thought it was a fantastic sneak peek, and we'll talk about this sneak peek in the comments below. We'll talk about the other sneak peek in that video. I'll put a link down in the description, and we'll talk about the episode on Sunday. All right, guys.